Hey guys, it's Vic. How you doing? No doubt abs are really challenging to build. I mean, a lot of us think that we actually have to get skinny in order to see our abs. That's not necessarily true. Instead of thinking about taking away all of the fat so that you can see what's underneath there, instead think about building the abs from the inside out and pushing them out so that you only have to lose a little bit of weight around the midsection in order to see them. So the key is really development. I've often talked about a friend of mine who was really disappointed. He dieted completely for a show, a contest, and he found that he was really sort of vacant in this area. There was not a lot going on. It's because he just really didn't have enough development under there prior to getting ready for a show. He went into a show prematurely, wasn't really developed, and was really disappointed. He whittled away down to nothing, got really skinny, got very depressed. I'm trying to help you avoid all these problems. So instead of dieting down, whittling away everything to try to see your abs, think about, yes, of course, maybe getting on a reduced fat diet and doing some cardio, but think about developing the abs from the inside out, and that's going to make all the difference in the world. Now, the old school sit-up that our gym teachers used to teach us on the hard floor really did dig into the lower back. Now, even when you were a kid and you didn't have any lower back problems, you'd still feel your tailbone digging into the hard floor, and it really wasn't pleasant. But one of the challenges was that we always had our hands behind our head. And even for me, when I keep my hands behind my head, I really bring everything away from my base and my core, and it makes it much more challenging. It's the same thing as if I were to do a sit-up with a weight over here versus back here. Totally different. But let me give you a sense of how you can start developing your abs and really starting to get some development in there so that you don't have to whittle yourself away in order to see something, or at least get rid of that concept. Build them so that you can really build the rest of your physique around them. So I'm going to show you a couple of ideas, okay? So instead of doing the old school sit-up, which is something like this, and you keep your knees up and it's almost impossible to kind of work your way up there. Sure, the abs are contracting and the upper abs are contracting, but it's really not the best way to do a sit-up. I prefer to just keep my hands up here and totally relaxed, and I move up like this, okay? Now, my abs really kind of contract very early on in this exercise, and a way I can do this to make even the contraction of the lower abs get involved is I can lift one of my legs. So what I like to do is lift one of my legs like this, and just kind of come up here, let the top abs sit on the bottom ones, and then come back down. Now, I don't really come back down completely, so I'm not floppy right here, so I have to start all over. I kind of keep the connection, and I maintain the contraction that's here. So I sit on the abs kind of hard, if you will, got my contraction going from the top, got it coming from the bottom, stay there, relax it a little bit and back up. Relax it a little bit and back up. So I don't completely lose it, I keep it relaxed and back up. Still maintaining that connection. Then I lift my other leg. And it's not that I'm doing this side of my body now, I just kind of do it to give the other leg a rest. This will drive my lower back by keeping my leg up into the floor and allow me to, at the same time, maintain a tighter contraction when I come up like this. Now I can also do this. This is another way to do this, okay? So these little staccato movements really help, and I think you're really going to like these a lot. Now I always tell my clients in the beginning, I think it's actually a decent idea to keep the abs kind of sore. Now that's just in the beginning. It's not to keep them perpetually sore for the rest of your life. It's that when you do them and you feel them and they're really sore, don't wait till they're completely healed up, that you've actually lost the connection. The greatest part about having a great ab workout is that the next morning when you pull yourself out of bed, you're going to feel which muscles actually are moving you, and that's really terrific. You've got this mental connection going, and what you want to do is just keep it up. You want to maintain that. And that is something that is priceless, because a lot of folks who don't have abdominals have really yet to build the connection with their ab. And you can't do that in the beginning by just training them on occasion. You kind of got to stay on them, especially in the beginning. So do them. You'll feel them a little bit sore. Just as they're about to heal up, sort of redo it one more time. Now, I happen to like these little staccato movements. And when you do this, you can easily do 20 repetitions. Now, they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be, the abs don't have to sit on top of each other in a perfect contraction every time. But make the attempt, okay? So, kind of something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You want to do about 4 sets of 20. Even if you're only able to pull yourself off the floor 3 times on your 4th set, keep the 4 sets of 20 in mind, okay? Guys, thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best. Peace, love, and muscles. Visit me at Facebook, subscribe here, and maybe we can even take a personal class together. My Powwow schedule is down here. And also think of the abs that way. Think about maybe developing them from the inside out as compared to stripping fat away so that you can see what's under there, because you might be surprised that there's not a lot under there. You got to develop them first and then work on the other part later. Take care. Thanks a lot. Peace, love, and muscles. Bye.